welcome to Richard L. Snowden Stadium in the heart of Denver, Colorado, as we will take you to Game 2 of your SFL Super Sunday here on SFL YouTube. Should be a good one between two teams at opposite ends of their season records in Season 23. Denver at the home stage, looking to try and reclaim their early season form. The last few weeks have been a struggle as a new coaching staff gets acclimated. Meanwhile, the Nashville Tempo are on a 2-game winning streak leading into this away trip, I should say. Alongside me this evening to unpack this game with me is Rochelle Colston. Ray, what are the keys to this matchup tonight?
Well, Denver, Gene Struthers, he seems to settle down and limit interceptions. He has 13 on the season. Bailey O'Shaughnessy, their halfback, will have to have a huge game for Denver to win. Nashville, on the other hand, has to put pressure on Gene Struthers and force him to make mistakes. They need to establish a run game and not become one-dimensional with a passing game. The O-line needs to protect Switch Thumper a little bit more. He's been sacked 12 times on the season.
It's a good point. Nashville, without much experience on their offensive line, two rookies consist of that unit. And it will be the Tempo to proceed things here this evening. That kickoff not returnable. And here's this loaded Nashville offense. Switch Thumper again, the quarterback, the backs, Easton King and Sean Sanders, the fullback, Jay Barmer, Kenny Hendricks, Joe Beasley, Guy Clausen, Ryan Davis, and Jeff Banfield, the receivers, the 4 tight ends, Jim Copeland Jr., Jimmy Wint, James Walters, and Jimmy Foster. And again, that line, Hammy Wheeler and Al Friedman. Thumper on a drop back to start the game. That's a short route, and it's caught for 7 yards on the pickup there for Kenny Hendricks, who has been impressive this season as a new outside wide receiver. The former Alamo City Artillery / Bossier City Stims, depending on how you want to refer to them. He's taken a step up in the depth charting since changing teams. And an offset eye, Sanders behind Barmer. It's going to be a carry on the inside for Easton King, and he will pick up a first down. Ray, so 2 plays back-to-back, and Nashville's on the move.
Yeah, King did a good job there, just pushing himself forward, not keeping his legs turning. They had him stopped, and he just kept pushing forward for the first down. So, impressive run there by Easton King.
Easton King got the first carry. Sanders is in now, and he'll get the toss play on the outside. Picks up 3 yards there on that play. This Denver defense, Gerald Cumbus and Hugo Reynosa on the edges, Logan Gardner, Brenda Puff, and Joseph Sobolka on the inside of the line. The linebackers, Luis Quintana, John Martin, and Stefan Forge. The secondary, Luke Schreiner, Parker Thomas, Lucas DeVore, and Jeff Melanishin. Now the single back off to the right. It's King this time. He will get the handoff and some clean running room, but it was shut down pretty early there by John Martin. It will bring up a 3rd and 4 here for the Nashville offense.
Yeah, 3rd and 4. Your playbook's pretty open. Expect to see a passing play here.
Going into a heavy set, but we've seen passes out of these formations a bit too far, but it's a handoff to Sean Sanders, who gets the downward speed going and picks up way more than what was required. So a good opening carry there for Sean Sanders.
And Nashville, usually pretty pass-heavy team, but I like this. They're establishing their run game, picking up first downs with the run game.
Sanders now has 11 yards off his opening 2 carries. King's got 6 off his 2. It's an efficient start for the 2 backs on this Nashville offense, led out again by the veteran fullback, Jay Barmer. Single back now off to the right is Easton King. They got 3 wide plus a tight end in that line. A short throw from Switch Thumper is incomplete there. Good coverage sliding across there to make the play was Parker Thomas, who again he too has taken a step up in depth chart, receiving, spent many a season with the Arizona Scorpions as their primary slot corner, and now plays on the outside with Luke Schreiner on the other side of the field. Toss play to the outside. This is Sanders, who's got more room, breaks the first tackle, doesn't get past the second, and will be a gain of 5.
Yeah, nice play so far by Nashville. They're methodically moving the ball down the field, nothing flashy.
Switch Thumper has to deal with a third down here for the second time on this drive. Drops back this time. Had pressure around him. That didn't get there. And a throw on the outside is caught rather comfortably there for a first down pick up to Guy Clausen for his first catch of the game.
And Guy Clausen is definitely the #1 receiver on this team. Switch Thumper likes him, but look at the composure by Switch Thumper. Pressure coming from both sides. Stays in the pocket. Delivers a bullet to Guy Clausen. Nice play.
So I wonder how that pressure that Denver got back there didn't get home. Switch Thumper has made the most of it. Now a delayed handoff to Sanders. He will almost get more forward progress than the 5 yards he got there, but a decent tackle stretching across there from Stephon Forge stops that one from generating much more. Now in an offset eye, they've got Easton King in these heavy sets thus far. Be a handoff to King. He got past the first wave of defense, but couldn't get past the second, but makes third down a comfortable 2 yards.
Worst case scenario, they're in field goal range here. But to see a run for the 2 yards.
Same formation here. Handoff to Barmer. He can't get there, so Denver's defense gets a hold. Second important tackle for John Martin on that drive. They're going to be forced to take a field goal here from 40 out off the leg of Victor Ironleg. Ironleg is perfect on the season thus far and maintains that record here with that kick from 40 out, and Nashville takes a 3-point lead.
Big long drive by Nashville here. Too bad they had to settle for the field goal, but that was 4 minutes off the clock.
It's a result for Denver, who have leaked some points in recent weeks, but they keep the ship tight early after a long drive there that spanned over 3.5 minutes. Will be a return from inside the end zone. Past the 25, but no further there. As the return man, Dalton Barker, is stopped right in his tracks. And this offense for Denver, led out by quarterback Gene Struthers, the back, Bailey O'Shaughnessy, and R.E. Mills, the fullback. The receivers, Dalton Barker, Logan Keel, Jeremy Mosley, and Dylan Lewis. The tight ends, Chris Altert and Marquise Sango, I should say. And then the line, Marcella Martin and Carly Forge. Four wide to open up here for Gene Struthers, and the throw is hit as he was through there. Wow, hit as he threw there, and that's going to fall harmlessly incomplete.
You're very lucky there. That wasn't a sack. You managed just to, get the pass off to the ground instead of taking the sack.
Try again here out of a single back this time, as Shaughnessy's on the field for the first time today. Logan Keel, the top target, is motioned from the bottom to the stack up the top, but it'll be a handoff to O'Shaughnessy, who broke the first tackle, not the second, but gets third down a little bit closer there after a 4-yard pickup.
Yeah, O'Shaughnessy, he'll get the ball often on this offensive of Denver. So let's say this time we'll see a pass out of the bunch formation.
There is the bunch formation on cue, and Struthers throws, and that's incomplete. Another wonky throw there out of hands from Gene Struthers, is unable to find Jeremy Mosley. And just as quickly as Denver got the ball, they will give it away here off of a punt.
A great job by the Nashville defense, forcing the 3 and out on Denver's first possession.
It'll be Jordan Bradshaw who will punt this one away, the natural kicker. Being brought in to punt the football as well, and the juke move from Jeff Banfield on the return gets him some extra space, and Nashville are going to start this second drive at their own 40.
great field position for Nashville.
Again, they led a pretty good drive on the opening possession. Spanned it downfield, efficient running from both of their tailbacks in Easton King and Sean Sanders. Now the single back is Sanders. He will get past the first wave of contact and will pick up 5 yards as a result.
I like what Nashville's doing here, Jacob. I mean, they're going to keep running the ball so Denver can stop them. Their backs are having to be very efficient 4-5 yard, pickups on most carries.
Now an offset eye, Joker's off to the left. It'll be a handoff to Easton King, and he will try and fight forward, only picking up 2 yards there. So Denver now with another opportunity for a stop as Joseph Sabolka makes that tackle. Again, one of 3 interior tackles and 5 total defensive linemen for this Denver defense. So that's most certainly the strength of this unit. They're going to have to try and play some secondary play here, and an offset eye, spread receivers for Nashville. Clawson moved in motion. They made sure he was picked up. Thumper drops back again. It's going to Clawson. It's incomplete. Goes to Kenny Hendricks instead. It was that area of the field that Thumper was looking for, and Kenny Hendricks is going to come up with about a 30-yard grab.
That time, defenders were right there. He got a little bit behind the defender with a perfect throw from Switch Thumper. Big gain of yards there.
It looked like the corner was going to make a play on that for a moment there, and in the end, Kenny Hendricks came up with it, and now Thumper's got a bunch to his left in an empty back set. The pressure was there. It didn't get to him, and once again, Jeff Banfield in relatively open space. So Thumper now converting very nicely on these passing plays, and this Denver defensive line just can't quite get through enough to truly get to him. You feel like there's going to be a few sacks from this defensive line, but they haven't had one yet.
And definitely, Switch Thumper, showing his great composure. He's not even budging out of that pocket. Defenders are right there. He has to see them.
Twins now to the left, but Denver have got a pretty heavy box here. We're anticipating a run. It's going to be a throw to the end zone. They got the defensive call wrong there, and Jeff Banfield was wide open in the end zone for Nashville's opening major score.
And to be that wide open in the middle of the field in the end zone, and great route running and great passes by Switch Thumper, make an easy touchdown.
They were setting up there to defend the run, because that's what they've seen throughout the opening term here from this Nashville offense. But Switch Thumper went to the air.
And he's 5 and 6 right now on the day, Jacob. 5 of 6 for 77 yards. Pretty impressive.
They've been excellent, and bar that opening drive being stalled out just at the last moment, they've been basically perfect through the air and on the ground, and Nashville have got a deserved 10-point lead here on the road against Denver. Had about 7 minutes pass, and Denver have had 3 plays of offense. This kickoff from Iron Leg is left a bit short, so there's opening room here for Dalton Barker to return it, and he will pick it up at the 35, so that helps Denver's case here with better field position. And we'll introduce this Nashville defense. Jose Fuentes, RC Puff, and Jay Mart, the interior players, and Tika Clay, Dylan Bansler, and Jeff Gagne, the linebackers. Xavier Rue, the third, Tanner Hendricks, Chris Delro, Chris Starsh, and Bentley Bonner, the corners, and then the safeties, Havo Ramsey, Danny Carmichael, and King Bradshaw, who's having an outstanding season. And specifically, King Bradshaw has been outstanding this season. And both Shaughnessy now on the opening run. That picks up 5, so that betters his opening carry from the previous drive and sets up second down and medium.
A nice pickup by O'Shaughnessy. Like I said, Denver needs to use him and use him often. He's the main focus of their offense.
Denver now and again, they carry up the middle. That picks up 4 yards. So that gets them closer to a first down pickup. Again, no backup running back actually rostered for Denver, so a non-contract player gets those carries when O'Shaughnessy is off the field. Now Struthers, same play, toss play to the outside, and he gets it, picks up the first down there. R.E. Mills on that carry.
And great use of the fullback. You need the 1 yard, you put your big power back in the back. He picks it up for you.
Now the single back off to the left here, 3 wide. O'Shaughnessy's going to be moved to the other side here, so potentially a pass, or they've switched the run play. It'll be the former. Struthers drops back. There was pressure around him. He's overthrown that one over the top of the defense. Probably not the worst result in the world, given there were 2 Nashville secondary members waiting back there to make a play at that.
Yeah, I'd rather see that all day long. You know, throw the pass for no one can catch it. Better than taking a sack and better than an interception.
2nd and 10, right where they started. There'll be a motion here across Dylan Lewis. Now on the left-hand side. Keel down the bottom on his own. Struthers throws top of the field. Oh, incomplete out of second effort there. Jeremy Mosley couldn't come up with it. If he did, there was daylight in front of him. That was dangerous for Nashville.
Yeah, Chris Stack had his hands on it, made the deflection, and still almost came down with a reception.
Could have been a pick, could have been a reception for Mosley and 6 points, but either way, it ends up as an incompletion. And now, in a 5 wide set, Dylan Lewis motioned across the field. It'll be a throw for Struthers. That one is picked. And going back in the other direction, a spin move. Going still to the 20 to 10. This will be a pick 6 for Nashville. What a result for their defense, and the veteran Tanner Hendricks has got a score on the board.
And saying coming in here, Gene Struthers had a lot of interceptions versus the touchdowns and made a huge mistake there. I mean, Hendricks just jumped that route. Just sit in the middle of the field waiting for it.
Paul Lyman blinked and he suddenly missed him. And Tanner Hendricks has added another one to the board. This Nashville defense has gotten a few turnover touchdowns this season. And not 9 minutes through the opening quarter, this one seems to be fast getting out of Denver's reach. Tanner Hendricks, the 13-season veteran, 2-time All-Star, formerly played for the San Diego Mavericks in season 22. Now the most experienced player across this entire Nashville defense, tied with Jose Fuentes for seasons played. He gets the turnover plus the score, and Dolt barking out, trying to figure something out on the return team. He's done what he can to the 30, and Denver desperate for something to get right when they've got the football.
I mean, they've had, 2 very short drives. The last one ended up with a pick 6. Gene Struthers needs to settle down. And the crowd here is just dead silent.
He nearly had a turnover on the 2nd down play, and then he chanced it again on 3rd down, and it was a turnover, and they paid the ultimate price for it. Struthers now. O'Shaughnessy's got that catch, beat the first tackle. Bailey O'Shaughnessy nearly broke that second one. He almost had daylight in front of him, but it's the first down for Denver. Certainly needed that. Rochelle has been a tough afternoon, and also the first completion for Gene Struthers. Previously 0 from 4, now 1 from 5. Now in a single back formation off to the left here, 3 wide. For Struthers to throw to, pressure again. Struthers has got an age to throw this one. That was almost picked up again there. Starsh had a play at that one once more, but he couldn't come down with it.
Yeah, these passes are very, very definitely dangerous by Struthers. He needs to, get smarter passes, thrown to his receivers.
It's another target for Jeremy Mosley that has not come up trumps there. And now in this empty back set with 5 receivers once more. This is where they generated the turnover. It's another one that's way overthrown from Gene Struthers. Again, looking downfield. That time it was Dylan Lewis who he was trying to find, but wasn't anywhere near the young wide receiver. And Struthers now staring down the barrel of another 3 and out. Bunch formation up to the left. Got to find someone. He has. And that will be a first down. A much needed completion there to Dalton Barker for a first down.
And definitely, I mean, right now he's 2 for 8 with 2 completions, 8 attempts, and 23 yards. But good pass when it counts. It's a first down.
Just got the slant route there and beat the man coverage, and that's how the first quarter will end. Denver very much on the ropes, but they've got something going on offense that could hopefully result in some points. Back here at Richard L. Snowden Stadium, Denver struggling here in the opening proceedings, but they've got a fresh set of downs to work with inside Nashville territory for the first time today. Struthers with a delayed handoff to O'Shaughnessy, who had work to do, and managed to get 3 yards out of that carry.
So I need to see more of Bailey. I mean, even in the passing game, Bailey can be effective.
Now in the Jacks formation. Shaughnessy again behind Mills. Hand off to the outside. Can't get forward progress on that carry. There was R.E. Mills, and now it'll be a third down and long once more for Gene Struthers.
And so Gene Struthers needs to take his time and not build pressure in the pocket. Keep his composure and find a receiver that's open and not in triple coverage.
King Bradshaw already has 3 tackles in this game. Now back to the bunch. Struthers drops back. It was looking for Barker once more. It pops out the back, incomplete.
There were 2 receivers in the area, and Barker was the target. He needs to hang on to those. You need to help your quarterback out.
So for the second time today, King Bradshaw will come out, or Jordan Bradshaw rather, 2 Bradshaws on today. Jordan on to punt this one away and try and pin Nashville back as far as he can. That's going to be fielded inside the 15. So a decent result for Denver there. But again, Nashville, another opportunity to post some scores on the board. I mean, 2 polar opposite offenses so far today. The weapons on this Nashville unit have just been tearing it up. And they've had the football today. And switch Thumper now back in possession. He's 5 for 6 for 81. That is some stat line for an opening quarter. Now throw to the outside. That's caught for a gain of 9. For Jeff Banfield, rather, for the second time today.
Talk about the Nashville offense. They have 5 wide receivers and 3 tight ends. Definitely a passing team.
4 tight ends. Just that Jim Copeland Jr. is inactive for today, but they would normally have 4 of them. That carry up the middle for Sean Sanders is worthy of a first down. Again, just efficiency on both sides. Their run game has gotten the job done thus far. Switch Thumper has been really efficient. That carry from Easton King picks up 4 yards. And again, this Denver defense has done a decent job trying to crowd the box and get pressure in the front end, but it's been on the outside that they've really been hurt. Thumper's going to motion a receiver here. It's like Clawson's going to chase the blimp. And now a handoff up the middle. That's a better response from Denver's defense. There's an early tackle made by John Martin, who's now got his 7th of the afternoon thus far. And 3rd and 5 now. Thumper is going to be forced to throw. Got 3 receivers to throw to, including a tight end on the line. It's been James Walters who's gotten the most of the first team reps today. Thumper drops back, throws across.
Wow.
That is caught in one-on-one coverage. Great grab by Jeff Banfield. He is now 4 for 4, up over for 50 yards now in the afternoon.
He's 4 for 4 and switch number 7 of 8. A QBR rating of 158.3 right now.
That is insane. And again, Nashville convert on 3rd down. They have done an excellent job at that thus far. Now, Thumper on a drop back. That's caught. Well done, Kenny Hendricks. That's going to be an extra 20 yards once more for the Nashville offense. And they are now well and truly on the move. Anytime they go to the pass at the moment, it is cash money out of hands from Switch Thumper.
Number 42, Parker Thomas, probably had a play on the ball. He just was thrown a little bit over his reach.
Do no wrong at the moment, Nashville. Now at the opposing 30. Thumper, handoff outside. That time, Sanders is met straight away. John Martin again doing absolutely everything on the run coverage side of the ball.
You know, 7 tackles, 2 assists. You can't ask for any more than that from your linebackers.
He's definitely showing his experience today. John Martin is now single back. 3 wide. Tight end motion to cross once more. Sanders outside. That's caught by Jeff Banfield one more time. Keep it going. Banfield downfield.
I mean, that's trusting your receivers. I mean, I'm not saying the defender. I mean, the defenders are right in the area. I mean, it's a perfect throw by Thumper.
So Hendricks now has 60. Banfield's got 64 now off his 5 catches. Thumper has 144 now after 15 minutes of play. Toss play outside Easton King. Going to carry it forward. He'll pick up 7 yards, so that's a good carry from Easton King, his best of the afternoon. And, I mean, you got to admit, Switch Thumper is having a career night already. Don't want to jinx him, but this is more than likely the best he's played in an SFL Major League game in his young career.
And not only that, but they're firing. They're firing on all cylinders. Their offense. I mean, their running game's kicking in. Their passing game is unbelievable right now.
And after Sanders trying to get it going forward, but he is stopped there. So an opportunity for Denver to stop them from putting in another major score here. And you just look at that. I mean, that's insane. That's absolutely insane, that passing chart there. Now a handoff to King. He is short.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Denver gets a stop there on the line. Questionable spot there, but as of right now, Brenda Puff has claimed what is effectively a goal line stop.
They're going for the field goal. The guy's going for the first down here.
I think the way that they've ran today, but perhaps a bit of mercy rule in play there, as Victor Ironleg makes his 12th field goal of the season. And Nashville takes a 20-point lead.
Another long drive by Nashville.
You're absolutely right. They've been taking plenty of time off the clock as well, which is hurting Denver's case. As that kickoff is not returned. There from the back of the end zone. And again, first drive of the game from Nashville was 4.5 minutes. That one was a similar length of time. 12 plays once again.
6-minute drive on the last drive by Nashville.
6-minute drive. That is absurd. Again, super efficient from Nashville. Throw across the middle. That was contested. And O'Shaughnessy couldn't reel that in. He's been really the main target for Gene Struthers thus far. Couldn't come up with that one. And he's back in the backfield here for this one. 3 wide, 1 tight end. In the triple. Nashville plays off here. Pressure got around the corner. Couldn't get there. And Struthers has found a man in open space there for a pickup of about 9.
The 3rd and 1, you have two different decent halfbacks. You have a fullback. They keep it on the ground here. Definitely on the ground.
First target and catch of the game for Logan Keel. And now on 3rd down and short. O'Shaughnessy should get this. In fact, it's R.E. Mills who gets that carry, and he pushes himself forward. So he's hungry for work here today, the fullback, and gets a first down.
Nice drive so far by Denver. Let's see if they can keep it going and get some points on the board. They desperately need that right now.
First downs have been hard to come by, but that's one that they desperately needed and have gotten. And now O'Shaughnessy is fresh again, so he stays in. Marquis Sango moved in motion. It'll be handoff to O'Shaughnessy. Gets past one defender, and he's met after a pickup of 4.
4-yard gain on first down. Nice pickup.
Again, another heavy set. This time, O'Shaughnessy checks out. You just expect R.E. Mills to get some more carries after that last one. Travelled quite a ways. Trying to get the ball into his hands, and Struthers is going to throw out of this. That's incomplete. They tried to catch him off guard there. It almost worked out, but it's going to be forcing Denver into another 3rd down.
I don't know if Gene Struthers is just being forced to throw the ball before he wants to, but a lot of his passes have been just way off target.
Now, empty back set here. 5 wide for Struthers to throw to. He'll drop back. Good blocking around the edges. That's incomplete once again. Trying to find Mosley on the outside, who's had a tough afternoon so far. He's 0 for 4 personally. And there'll be another punt here from Denver. And that will, the way that Nashville's offense is going, likely end their half.
I mean, now you're in Nashville. You have 2 minutes left. You have all 3 timeouts. Can you do a drive that doesn't last 4 or 5 minutes? Let's see what your 2-minute offense looks like right now.
Fielded at the 20, returned up for 4 yards by Jeff Banfield to the 24, and that's where we will hit the 2-minute warning here in the opening half. The SFL convention is headed to Baltimore for the 2025 convention, kicking off the league's 25th anniversary season, July 10th to 14th. Join SFL Nation at the rooftop pool of our host hotel, the Hyatt Regency, looking out into Baltimore's Inner Harbour, and revel in the league's first convention on the East Coast. You can reserve your room now at the special group rate at simfl.net. That carry from Sean Sanders yields 4 yards there on that pickup.
Near Nashville, you said, just run the clock out, go to the halftime. Don't force anything down the field. Don't throw any interceptions.
And hand off to King. That's going to pick up nothing there on that occasion. So Denver have done a decent job against the run today. It's been the past where they've really had the most headaches there as Hugo Reynoso shuts down that one. And now on a 3rd down and medium, Nashville forced to try and complete here. And Denver will get a hold to give them some confidence leading into the second half. Pressure got around the edge, but Kendricks was wide open in the middle. You can't leave him wide open the way that Nashville have been able to find him. And that's going to be a first down for the Tempo.
Yeah, Hendricks is just, running his route, finding space in the middle of the field, and he is just wide open. There's no excuse for that.
And that's the crazy thing. It's been two players that have really done the most damage. I mean, Guy Clausen has had one catch today, but it's been Banfield and Hendricks that have done all the damage. With switch thumper calling the shots here. Now a hand off for Sanders. He got a block but couldn't get around it. And it's shut down straight away again by John Martin, who's had an outstanding half.
Denver still doesn't use a timeout. I mean, Nashville still doesn't use a timeout. They're perfectly content just going to the half.
No need for switch thumper to potentially mar his otherwise perfect half. Here with a turnover as Easton King carries this, and that's going to prompt the timeout from Denver, or Nashville rather. So they went against your word there, Ray, or our word.
They waited a long time to call that time. I mean, they started with 2 minutes in the drive. You think they would call the timeout before this?
It's actually trying to get another carry here in for Sean Sanders to try and break a one. 4 yards required for a first down. Sanders will get the carry, and he's met by Martin once again. And that'll stop the Nashville drive. No timeout, so that will take us to halftime.
That was just a weird timeout, Jake. I'm so confused by the whole thing myself.
Yeah, a little bit strange there, but Nashville, of course, won't punt this one, and it will go to halftime exactly as it was at the beginning of that drive. Nashville up 20 points to nothing over Denver on the road. Nightwings have struggled here at home, and we'll take a quick halftime break here to see the first half stats and player of the half. Ray, your takeaways from that half?
All right, now Nashville cannot do anything wrong, basically. I mean, Swiss Thumpers 10 for 11. I mean, you have like, about 60-something yards on the ground. I mean, they're just firing all cylinders.
Been near perfect on offense here, and your player of the half, I'd imagine, is switch thumper. In fact, it's Jeff Banfield, one of his pass catches, 5 catches now for 68 yards and a touchdown and 1 incompletion to his name. Let's take a quick halftime break presented by Brakes GPT.
We just pulled a full-size Taylor Swift helmet. Shout out to all our Swifties. Travis Kelce. This is a Giants Lawrence Taylor.
Patrick Mahomes.
Chad Johnson with the Ocho Cinco.
We have a Drew Brees.
Is that an O.J. Simpson jersey?
An Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my goodness.
Tom Brady! Tom Brady!
Breaking into the world of sports memorabilia collecting with Brakes GPT, featuring signed football jerseys, helmets, photos, and more. Brakes GPT offers you a shot at winning autographed and authenticated sports memorabilia at a fraction of the price. Join the community collectors on our Facebook page and take a look in your shot at hitting a humongous headliner on our site, brakesgpt.com. Return here from Dalton Barker, so Denver gets first possession here of the half. Potentially an opportunity for those second half adjustments to take effect, and we'll see if anything improves here for this Denver offensive unit.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see. We're looking for some big halftime adjustments from Denver, especially on their offense. Their defense, they haven't played that badly. Nashville's just firing all cylinders, like I said before.
Now Struthers straight into an empty back set, so trying to get something going. His passes were not up to his own standards in that opening half, and that's a catch in the flats for Bailey O'Shaughnessy. So they've hit that route a few times so far today. Let's check in with SFL HQ with an update from the other game at this time block.
Thank you, Jacob. Rochelle, I hate to make y'all jealous, but Fort Worth, Houston has been a classic. Touchdown for the Toros, 17-13. 6 scoring drives, all 10 plays or more. Only 3 punts, no turnovers. We're early in the fourth quarter in that one. Back to you.
Wow.
Mills on the outside. So, yeah, we definitely got the inferior game here pending something unforeseen. The way this is tracking, Denver are really struggling here against this Nashville defensive unit. So that carry for Ari Mills gets them a couple yards closer to a first down here, but they still need 3 to keep this drive going. It's a handoff to O'Shaughnessy, who picks up open space. That's a great carry. He was lined up in the fullback spot there, and Bailey O'Shaughnessy picks up a first down.
A little bit of trickery there by Denver, putting your star halfback as a fullback and not expecting that run whatsoever.
Neither were Nashville, and the result is an opening first down here for Denver. So they're on the move, 5 yards shy of halfway. Score here would just make it interesting for Denver if they were able to get something on the board here. They've got to get downfield. Carry now in the backfield. Outside, it's a backup. Pick up 4.
The run game, getting established a little bit in the second half. See if Denver can keep the chains moving.
Ari Mills is back in the running back spot here. And now hand off again to the fullback spot. O'Shaughnessy. So that's interesting way of playing out that formation with Mills at running back and O'Shaughnessy at fullback, but it's worked a few times today. That's the second carry for O'Shaughnessy as the fullback. He's picked up the first down. He comes off the field here for the first down play here, but Struthers is in a bunch. 3 receivers to his right, drops back, blocking around the edge was good. That's incomplete though. I was looking for Mosley, who again can't catch anything today. Tanner Hendricks, who had the pick 6 in the opening half, can't come up with that one.
Important
so again, worth highlighting, if you take the pick 6 away, Ray, they're only up by 13 here, Nashville.
And poor Struthers, he does make a good pass if the receiver just can't hold on to it.
So it depends on which way you sort of look at it here for Denver. It hasn't been as bad as the scoreline perhaps suggests. That throw is incomplete. Gee, the receiver was open there. He should have hung on to that one. That was jarred free a little too easily there by Chris Delro. And it'll be a 3rd down and long now.
Shaughnessy was used as a receiver at that time and just couldn't hold on.
The back formation now. 4 receivers for Struthers to throw to. Desperately needs a completion here. Rolls out. Blocking on the outside was good again. That's incomplete once more. No one can hang on to anything here. Denver's receivers couldn't catch a cold even if they tried. And Danny Carmichael gets another tip there. And that will stop the Denver drive in its tracks.
That time, Gene Struthers threw to a receiver who's in triple coverage, surrounded by white jerseys, and there's no way he's coming down with that.
Absolutely right. It's really nothing that Gene Struthers has been able to do. His receivers just have not been able to hang on to the ball today. As that punt is a good one from Jordan Bradshaw, so that's a result for Denver. They're going to be pinned right back here in Nashville.
On their 4. The right time for a safety here.
Nashville got to be careful here if they want to throw out of this. It'll be handoff to Sean Sanders. And again, John Martin is straight to him, but was a little bit late that time. He picks up 7 yards.
Nice run. Get yourself out the shadow of that end zone. Give your quarterback a little bit more room to work with.
Just negates the possibility of a safety here. Still got to be careful with turnovers. And now a sneak from Thumper. Doesn't get the first down. They're going to give him forward progress there. 2 yards, in fact. And they highlighted John Martin has had 10 solo tackles. That is some effort. He's tracking to have somewhere upwards of 15, 16 across the whole game at this momentum. And now carry Sanders. Denver gets a stop. Boy, they need that. Joseph Sabolka plugs the middle. They get to tackle for loss on top of it. And Denver are going to get the ball back here with decent field position.
Huge stop by Denver. Forcing this punt from, Nashville's end zone. They should get really good field position here.
It's the first time they've forced Tommy Powers onto the field here, and he will pump this one away, so it'll be fielded inside Nashville territory and just before the 40 by Dalton Barker. So an opportunity, the best opportunity of the game for Denver to try and get something on the board. And again, Rochelle, I point out, one score here for Denver makes this game very interesting.
It does. I mean, there's still plenty of time left in this game. Denver just got to settle in and get points on the board.
So it's a league where we see second half adjustments all the time that can be very dramatic. Denver an opportunity to try and correct it here. They just need some catches here. Toss play on the outside. O'Shaughnessy's got work to do, and he's been buried in the backfield there. Not the play they were hoping for there as Jeff Gagne blows up that one.
Yeah, that time, I mean, they had 3 defenders there. There's no place for Bailey to go.
One loses 2, and now the emphasis is on R.E. Mills, but Struthers will throw this time, and that one was a poor throw. There was no way the receiver was catching that one. Xavier Rue III made sure the lid was on, and now it'll be a 3rd down and long attempt for Gene Struthers, so they'd really feel it if this drive stalled out straight away. 4 wide here for Struthers. Corners are playing close for Nashville. Drop back here for Struthers. Blocking on the outside was good. Got downfield. Dalton Barker, great grab. Boy, did Struthers need that. Dalton Barker's having a really good afternoon as the 4th option on this depth chart, and he's got a 1st down.
I mean, give that credit to the O-line. The O-line held forever, allowing defenders to stay in the pocket. Finally found a wide receiver in the middle of the field that was open. Made the perfect throw to him.
Doesn't appear straight away on the depth chart, Dalton Barker, but he leads the team in receptions now. 2 for 4 for 31. And now with 5 wide on the field, Struthers is going to throw across. That's caught, so back-to-back completions for Gene Struthers. Jeremy Mosley finally has a catch on the board after 5 straight incompletions. And that picks up a 5-yard pickup.
I like that play calling. You just pick up 5 yards on 1st down. Good job. Let's see if you run the ball here. Pick up another 4 or 5. Get another 1st down.
R.E. Mills tries to get forward progress and does. That looked like it was going to be blown up at the line of scrimmage, but picks up a few more. So now 3rd down is relatively manageable. But if they run this, it looks like O'Shaughnessy is off the field. So they've got 2 backups in it, the tailback and fullback spot here. Not what Denver need. It'll be a toss play to the outside. He needed the block, didn't get it, and he's going to lose a yard. That's not the result they were after. It's an opportunity for points, though, at the very least. So a 30-yard attempt from Jordan Bradshaw will ensure that Denver don't get shut out here today. Disappointing, Rochelle. You thought for a moment there after that Dalton Barker completion that they were a really good chance of getting a major score on that drive, but it for now remains only a field goal, so it's back to 17. Just outside of a 2-score ball game here in Denver. It's that kickoff not returned, so Denver's defense locked down on that drive there after a good punt from Jordan Bradshaw. Can they lock in again here?
I mean, Gene Struthers was 7-21 right now. He's not having his best day with the 1 interception, so he forcing, Denver to become one-dimensional. It's not working out very well for him.
Sanders again outside, limited to a 4-yard pickup there. And again, Nashville just testing the run out before they go to the air. That's where Denver have had the most problems defensively.
For Nashville, I mean, you have a 17-point lead. You can just kill clock for the rest of the game.
Hand off to Easton King is dumped right there after a 2-yard pickup. So another opportunity for Denver here to get a stop on 3rd down and force Nashville into a 3-and-out. They need 4 yards for a 1st down pickup here. As Thumper will go to an empty bunch set. Denver's secondary's got to lock in here. Thumper drops back, pressure got around the edge. Thumper's got a clean pocket, still looking downfield, incomplete. Denver gets the result. They did enough there to force that one incomplete.
Now, Denver has stepped up and forced Nashville into 2 3-and-outs.
Some positives to take here for Nashville. So Tommy Powers out for a second straight punt. Sends this one away. Barker will field it just shy of the 40. So again, the field position is relatively nice for Denver. Punt coverage was good, ensuring he didn't get much of a return out of it. But Struthers, some confidence to take out of that last drive. Had a couple of completed passes. Found Dalton Barker for a deep route. Can they continue that here? Mosley got a grab as well, which was important because he had a really rough first half. Now in a bunch. Only the single linebacker on the field for Nashville. Throws across. That's caught, boy. That's a great grab from Jeremy Mosley. So he's back in the game here. And that's a first down straight away for Gene Struthers.
Yeah, nice, great pass. Finding your receiver in the middle of the field, open, a little bit behind the defender, and in front of the safety.
And again, he was dropping those like a bad habit in the first half, Jeremy Mosley. Now back into it now with back-to-back completions for him. And Struthers now in an empty back set. Blocking up front was good. Fires it to O'Shaughnessy. Broke the first tackle, so he's got room to work with. He picks up 6.
I thought that was a bad play. Somehow O'Shaughnessy, finds positive yardage out of it. Had to go back for the ball. Made that turn and just plowed forward.
There you go, Ray. Bit of a stark contrast here. Denver have got the upper hand here in the second half thus far. But they need to get a bit of a move on here. The clock not on their side as of right now. Handoff, Mills. Got forward progress and a first down. So Ari Mills has done what he can when he's been called upon out of that running back spot. He's now averaging upwards of 3 yards per carry. And O'Shaughnessy's been relatively efficient as well. He's had 32 yards off only 7 carries. He'll get another one here. O'Shaughnessy upwards. He gets 6 there on that carry. So again, the rushing game for Denver has turned on here in the second half, and they're on the fringe of the red zone here.
That's what Denver needs to get O'Shaughnessy involved in a big way, and that's what they're doing. And the receivers are falling, catching some balls for Struthers.
Heavy set here. Nashville with a light box here against this to counter. There'll be a handoff to the fullback, and Mills is going to get forward progress there. That was lucky because it looked like it was going to be blown up, but he has really put in the hard yards today, R.E. Mills, and now a third down and short. But the problem is last time they called this, they had neither of their 2 starters. This time O'Shaughnessy is in the fullback spot, so projecting for a O'Shaughnessy run here out of that fullback. No, it's going to be a toss play outside. Back up running back. Can he get there? He did. They gave it to him. And Nashville can't quite get the stop there, and Denver keeps the drive alive.
Oh, and no challenge. I'm surprised.
Crucial play there. And now with 4 wide, fullback behind Gene Struthers. He's got all his starters on the field here. Struthers drops back. Got a good block from Mills. Rushes around the edge. Oh, that's incomplete. Should have been picked there by Chris Starsh. That was a near miss.
Chris Starsh has had lots of pass deflections on the day. Just can't hold on to anything.
That was
That's his third on the day.
Throat moment there. There's a lot of space at the top of the screen for Gene Struthers' receivers to throw to. Throws across his body. That's incomplete, but there was pass interference downfield. That's going to pin Denver in the red zone.
Big mistake by Nashville there. I mean, you had you're supposed to get the ball back. You make a big mistake on the defense. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't push him away from the ball there. So now they're inside the 5, and don't look now, but their running game has been very good in this second half. O'Shaughnessy has looked outstanding, so this is really good opportunity for Denver to try and make a game out of this. Handoff. Mills, can he get there? He's a yard shy, and we'll enter the fourth quarter with Denver on the 1 yard line.
Interesting play call. You have your story halfback and fullback. You hand the back ball off to the fullback who's in the halfback position. Whatever works, I guess.
Nashville leads Denver 20-3.
The Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
Back here in the fourth, Denver on the 1. Can they punch it in here? O'Shaughnessy with Mills in front of him. It's Mills, he's jammed up. They got the tackle for loss. Nashville with a goal line stand thus far. That is a huge play because it knocks them back only half a yard. I thought they were going to lose at least 2 there. So another opportunity for Struthers here. This is really short range. Can Nashville get a goal line stand here? Handoff outside. Got there. Backup running back. Denver's got a major score on the board, and we are going to have a grandstand finish in this fourth quarter.
From that time, they were looking for the run up the middle. You know, some great blocking and run to the outside, and basically just walks into the end zone. No one touched him.
Rochelle in a game that it looked like Nashville were just going to run away with it in the second half. Now, all of a sudden, Denver have basically dominated this second half thus far. And they're within 2 scores. Here, a field goal and a touchdown ties it. But if they get a quick stop here on this next preceding Nashville drive, this could get very, very interesting. Kickoff from Jordan Bradshaw. Returned from within the end zone here by Jeff Banfield, who spins early and is planted at the 25.
Before the stats were so one-sided, but, you know, looking a little bit better on the Nightwing side.
Actually had more first downs than Nashville, which is crazy. And again, they still look a little bit lopsided because of the way the first half tracked, but Denver creeping back into this ever so slightly. Corner's playing off here on a first down. The carry for Jay Barmer picks up 5 yards. That's his, I believe, second of the afternoon. Both of his carries have gone for 5 yards, so he's been efficient when called upon.
I mean, right now you can credit the Denver defense for coming out big and making some huge stops.
I would love a quick stop here. They can stop the tailback with this run here. Short yardage just puts Nashville under a little bit of pressure. Easton King with a carry, and they get exactly that. And he's only going to be spotted after a 1 yard pickup, so that's generous for Denver's perspective. But John Martin, again, has been an absolute hero today. 14th solo tackle for number 55. The former Jacksonville King has been doing absolutely everything on the defensive side of the ball. Nashville now on a third down. Thumper throws downfield. That's caught. What a grab. One-on-one coverage there. And the first catch of the game for Jimmy Foster is going to flip the field. What a result for Nashville.
Welcome to the game, Mr. Foster, just at the right time, middle of the field. Fender on his back, still came down, broke the tackle, turned around, almost got loose again.
That is heartbreaking for Denver because they were looking at another 3 and out, and now all of a sudden Nashville are in their side of the field. So the pressure mounts a little further.
No.
He's lost the football. Denver have picked it up. What a result. He's going to take it the other way. What a play from Denver. Lucas DeVore inside the 5. It's a major score for the Nightwings, and we're within 3 points.
What just happened? Oh my goodness.
You would not believe it if you call it at halftime that Denver would be within 3 points with plenty of time left in the fourth. Lucas DeVore with a fumble recovery touchdown. And now all of a sudden we're going to have one of the finishes of the season.
That was just out of nowhere. It's crazy.
Wow, John Martin might be having one of the individual performances of the year. 14 solo tackles, 3 assisted, and the fumble forced that got taken back for 6 points.
There's my player of the game if Denver wins this one.
Someone check the 4K23 record books for the biggest comeback of the era. This has got to be somewhere in that vicinity now. And before things get a little bit more wild here, we'll take a quick game update from the other game on this block.
Thank you, Jacob. It's gone final. Houston last in the league in turnover differential, and after no turnovers all day, a devastating blow late. E.K. Vincent with the pick. Fort Worth snaps a 3-game losing streak, goes on the road and beats Houston 20-13. Back to you in Denver.
And goes to Fort Worth, gets another win on the board. They push past 500. Denver, on the meanwhile, are looking to potentially stun Nashville here. Quick run, that stopped well short. John Martin again on the tackle.
Is he just playing every position on defense today?
He has been unbelievable. Not to mention the likes of Stefan Forge and Luis Quintana have been helping him in a lot of his efforts. And now with 3 wide, G Nashville have had nothing in this second half. Throw, that's incomplete. That was really tough for Jeff Banfield to hang on to, and now Nashville forced into a really quick 3rd down and long.
All right, great play by number 54, Luis Quintana there, with the big hit to force the ball out.
Bunch formation off to the right, Thumper. Once again, now it's Nashville who are desperate for completions. It's just the polar opposite tale of two halves here. Thumper rolls out. He's got a clean pocket, throws it across. He's got a wide open man. Boy, do they need that. And Kenny Hendricks is going to be tackled out of bounds here after a gain of 20.
Thumper's still doing pretty well in day meets 11 of 14. It's almost 80% completion percentage. I mean, can't do much better than that as a quarterback.
Kenny Hendricks, meanwhile, is just shy of 100 yards on the evening. Of only 5 catches, which is pretty absurd. Now on a fresh set of downs, Thumper drops back, short drop back, pressure was almost there. That's caught by Banfield, inside the 20. He's got Melanition to beat, and he will get there carrying it all the way. Jeff Banfield, that might be a game breaker for the Nightwings.
It is very heartbreaking for Denver. You know, you get the fumble recovery, you get the touchdown, you get within 3 points, and then you just have a receiver outplay your cornerback.
Gee, Luke Schreiner didn't even get anywhere near the ball there. That's a heartbreaker for the Nightwings, and it just sucks the life out of this home crowd that thought they were right back in it. And as quickly as that turned the tide, it's been turned back away from them. And Jeff Banfield's got a double today. And the lead is kicked back out to 10.
Now you have a 10-point lead by Nashville. You know, you need to come out, play defense here, keep Denver from scoring, and just run the clock.
Still 7 minutes left in this game. Kickoff not returned though by the returner there, and now trying to get out to the 20, but you feel as if now Struthers has got to try and air this one out. Something that he has struggled to do today.
He's better on the last drive. He's looking better in the second half for sure.
His receivers have started to build on some confidence here. That's a delayed handoff, but a great pursuit from behind there made by Tigger Clay. Stops him at the line of scrimmage.
If you're deep, I mean, if you're Nashville, you play prevent defense, keep everything in front of you, Don't allow any long passes to get behind you and let this clock keep ticking away.
Bunch formation off to the left here. Struthers, he drops back, got a good block up front, throws across, that's tipped away and incomplete though. Good coverage played there by Danny Carmichael and forces Denver into a fairly quick third down and long.
I guess if hitting you in the back of the head is still a pass deflection on your part.
Could be the preceding play to a quick 3 and out here for Nationals defense if this is not found. This doesn't find a man downfield.
Ooh,
Struthers, it's tipped at the line of scrimmage. And that's the result that Nashville wanted there. A quick 3 and out, and RC Puff is going to be credited with the pass deflection there on the line.
Great play by the line there.
And now Jordan Bradshaw are out to punt this one away, and that just... It felt like we were in for a really big finish, and just Nashville just got it done. Execution was an A+ there on that last drive, and now they've got really good field position to work with, and they can now go back to the ground game a bit and really run this clock down the way that they were in the opening half.
Now, in the last possession by Nashville, that was their shortest drive of the whole entire evening. Basically 5 plays and less than a minute.
Unbelievable. Tough play outside. Sanders again pursued John Martin. He's going to sleep well tonight.
I mean, exhausted tonight. 15 tackles and 5 assists.
That is an unbelievable stat line. Now, single back off to the right. Thumper's going to throw. That's tipped, almost getting around the edge there was Jeff Melanishin there. Good effort from Stefan Forge to poke that one up in the air, and Denver gets to stop here. It could give them another opportunity to make it interesting.
And this game's far from being over. I see some crazy things happen.
Denver players in the chat certainly still believe. Defense chant echoes around the stadium here at Richard L. Snowden Stadium. Thumper drops back, pressure around the edge. That's caught in one-on-one coverage. Gee, I thought Luis Quintana had a handle on that one, but Kenny Hendricks had other ideas.
And Kenny Hendricks is, is a veteran receiver. He just finds ways to get open, and Switchhopper just throws a rocket to him.
Gee, did well to hang on to that. It's the toughest third down attempt they've had all day, and they've completed it, and they're now in Denver territory. Corners playing deep here. Hand off to the outside to Sanders. They deal with him again.
John
I'm not
Martin.
going to mention who made the tackle. Just going to say the fact that it was Logan Gardner with the assist. Every time Sanders gets the ball, you just know who's going to be pursuing him. It's as if they've got a running back spy out there. Forget quarterback spies. He's a running back spy today. Assignment was very obvious. Now with 3 wide, Thumper's going to hand it off to Easton King. Met straight away up the line of scrimmage there. Picks up 4 on that carry.
35.
18th. He's going to get 20.
Yeah, Switchhopper going to the air here, I'm sure. So I think they better be ready. That's where they struggled the most on defense.
Play their corners off, so you're going to watch for a little slant route here just to pick up the 5. That's what they did last time on third down. Thumper drops back, throws across. That's incomplete. Great coverage play there by Luke Schreiner. And that's going to force Denver back with the possession here.
So there's plenty of time left, and Denver has all 3 timeouts. They need to score twice, though. So they need to hustle down the field and get some points, and then hope that they can get another stop on defense.
We're outside of Iron Leg's range, so Tommy Powers will come out here to punt this one away, and Denver will hope this can track into the end zone, and it should, and it will take a really awkward bounce for Tommy Powers. So with just over 4 minutes left, here in the contest. Denver have got another opportunity to try and break down this Nashville defense that has held when it needed to here in the second half. And as of right now, that incredible touchdown pass to Jeff Banfield is what is keeping this relative ease for Nashville.
No.
Oh, he lost it, Mosley. That's a disaster because Nashville have picked it up now, and Chris Starch has got a fumble recovery, and that should be the end of it here.
Wow, I mean, he had a perfect throw and a perfect catch, and then number 23 just knocks the ball loose. It's Chris Delro.
Yeah, and it's not one of those ones where you look at it and you think, oh, is it an incompletion? No, Mosley had complete possession of that, and it got poked free, and now Nashville have got the ball well inside Denver territory. We've just over 4 minutes left, so really a turnover would be what would kill them here, and they've done exactly that! John Martin's got an interception!
Okay. This man is playing, and he is probably having the game of his life here tonight. Oh my goodness.
Well, that's what I was just saying. I was like, surely they don't pass this in this situation. Surely they just go to the ground. You're on the fringe of field goal range anyway. And they throw to John Martin, who has had a stat line for the ages today. Let's just put it at that. Force fumble, now an INT, and Struthers has got the football back somehow. Throws, that's caught for a first down. Now Denver are on the move inside Nashville territory. What is going on today?
I don't know, this is insane.
Holy. This is crazy. So, now and again, that time it was Dylan Lewis. That's his first catch of the game. Now Denver inside Nashville's 40, still over 3.5 left in this game, and only a 2-score game at that. Struthers throws to the flats, but so Shaughnessy beats the first tackle. Second one was Bradshaw, kept hanging on. Pinned him before the line to gain. 1 yard shy of it. And go back to the same formation here in no huddle. Struthers drops back deep this time. It's caught in wide open space. Mosley nearly turned that upfield. He would have had 6 points. Instead runs it out of bounds, stops the clock at 3:20.
It wasn't bad. You mean your receiver knew where he was. He got the first down. It was wide open in front of him. Just momentum carried out of bounds, but he did get out of bounds and did stop the clock, which is a big plus here.
So now Struthers inside the red zone. Mosley had a shot at 6 points there, but just couldn't quite keep his feet in bounds, but he got the catch, which was the most important thing. Now with 5 wide for Struthers. Nashville playing relatively close here. Short throw, that hit the ground before it got to Mosley. And that just settles things here.
Everybody's probably on the edge of their seats right now. I know I am.
Boy, we've certainly got the attention here on this game after it was a bit of a lull in the first half. It's certainly not been the case in the second. Struthers, short drop back, incomplete, just couldn't quite get enough on it. It was the right option there. Logan Keel had enough space or separation from the corner to get free. But it was dropped there. It was really dropped there by the defender. Xavier the third could have come up with a turnover there to really put the sword in the stone, but no such luck. And now on 3rd and 10. Remember, a field goal is not the end of the world here. So if Denver turn the ball over, that's the end of the world. But they do need a field goal here if they want to tie it. But a touchdown would be much more beneficial right now with the way the clock is. Struthers drops back, throws. It's caught by, what a grab at the end goal by Logan Keel. And now they're going to push it up inside the 1. Struthers to throw, short, incomplete. But they can change the formation there. Keel nearly had 6 points.
3 minutes left. It's not waiting. Plenty of time. They're on the goal line.
This is absurd. So now in an offset iPro package. Surely a run here for Denver. Kiel is motioned down the bottom, so they got acres of space. Look at this, a toss play, and they got 6 points. Simple as that.
The right side's
Struthers
wide
will
open.
throw, though. Tight end was open.
no.
No, not happening. They got the sack. Nashville took the gamble, and Gagne gets home. Now they're 6 yards away. They still just can't turn the ball over. Struthers drops back, throws to the end zone. Caught for a point. No, it's an injury. There, surely he caught that, Logan Keel. That should be a touchdown. Chris Starsh is injured, but Logan Keel grabbed that. It'll be 6 points for Denver, and now we're within 3 points. And you know the crucial thing here, Ray, is, as pointed out by our friend Cameron Irvine at SFL HQ, Denver should kick this deep. This won't be an onside kick attempt from the Nightwings. They will put it back and force Nashville's offense to win the game. As Jordan Bradshaw kicks this through, and they'll also, if Denver get the ball back, Nashville will have to do it without Chris Starsh.
And he's had a lot of pass deflections on the night that, that's a big, hole in their defense right now.
So Logan Keel gets the touchdown, and that brings it back within 3 points. As Bradshaw kicks this one deep. Not returned. They can all take one last breath before this last 3.5 minutes gets absolutely wild here. How do you even approach this if you're Nashville? This is real crunch time for head coach James Walters. Not a position Nashville have been in their early days as a franchise. So Thumper with a single back off to the left. He drops back. Pressure around the edge. Incomplete. They got the coverage there. Luke Schreiner has made a couple of big plays after giving up that touchdown to Jeff Banfield earlier in the game.
My goodness. If you had told me we'd be in the last part of this game with a 3-point difference after that first half, that's just crazy.
Unbelievable. Now and again, they go 4 wide. Nashville want to throw out of this situation. Thumper throws, almost picked. Boy, oh boy, Quintana had his hands on it and couldn't come up with it. And now Nashville are going to be forced to absolutely throw here. Because you surely won't just run it out and go, we're not going to take any risks here. Thumper's going to go into an empty back set here, 5 wide. Denver with an opportunity for a quick 3 and out, and they're going to have acres of time here if they can get a stop here. Thumper rolls out. Blocking up front was good. Throws caught. Hendricks clutch once again. Kenny Hendricks with a first down grab. And Luke Schreiner has had all the attention in this second half. He's had some great moments, but that time leaves Kenny Hendricks open for a first down.
And Kenny Hendricks is over 100 yards on the day. He's 7 targets, 6 receptions. He's having a game too.
And make no mistake about it, this Nashville offense has done an outstanding job today, but they're under a whole lot of pressure now. Single back off to the left here again. 4-2 defense out of Denver. They won't call that though. It'll reach the 2-minute warning here. We've got 2 minutes left in a crazy affair here at Richard L. Snowden Stadium. Again, time to thank my analyst Rochelle Colston along with Corey Mena and Bismarck Wright on stats today. It's been a wild afternoon for them in the truck, trying to work out what's going on along with us. So now single back is the same formation, but they're going to motion a receiver up the top. It's going to be carry for Sanders. He picks up 6 yards. That helps. Denver's going to call their first timeout.
It's smart calling your timeouts now. I mean, yes, you gotta save time on the clock, but also gotta save time for yourself. Nashville just needs to keep moving the ball down the field.
The first down grab to Kenny Hendricks could prove to be a game winner the way this is tracking at the moment. Thumper now, handoff, no, buried in the backfield there. Huge play from Luis Quintana.
I think that was John Martin, honestly.
It probably was the way that this game is tracked, but both of them have been going to work in the second half. Stats truck has given it to John Martin. Now, with a 3rd down and 5, what do Nashville do in this situation? 5 up front here for Denver. Schreiner plays nice and close on the edge. Sanders carry on the outside. Couldn't get past the second contact. That time it definitely was Quintana. And Denver calls their third timeout. They will have possession and only need a field goal to tie this.
Oh my goodness. And they should get, okay field position. Let's see what the punter does here. Looking for a coughing kick.
We're in for a grandstand finish here at Richard L. Snowden Stadium. Could the Nightwings do the unthinkable here? This is going to be pinned inside. Good return from Barker, though. Gets it up past the 20, so that just relieves the pressure just a touch. And they'll start this one at the 21. Holy, they were down 20-0 at halftime and were down and out. And have somehow crawled this one back to a point where they were within 3 of at least tying it. So, Gene Struthers, what can he produce here? O'Shaughnessy's got open space. Picks up 8 yards. They should go no huddle out of this. In fact, they're going to be conservative here. They're going for a field goal here, Rochelle. Probably not the worst idea in the world. They don't necessarily need the major score. They just need to tie it at the very minimum. So nothing aggressive here out of Denver on offense with still plenty of time left on this clock. Don't want to dial it up straight away. That's a carry up the middle to the fullback. It was Mills at running back. Doesn't matter. It's forward progress. I want to change the formation nice and quickly, though, to get O'Shaughnessy back on the field at minimum. If they want to run it again, but they're inside of a minute there. 36 away from their own goal line. 50 seconds left in the game. They're trying to get in the field goal range for Jordan Bradshaw, and that's going to be a stop there. O'Shaughnessy's dragged behind, so they're going to have to go into no huddle here. And Struthers should be forced to pass out of this now. They don't have a timeout, remember. Throw from Struthers is incomplete, looking for Keel downfield. He was in triple coverage. That wasn't happening. And now with 35 left, they've got to really turn the dial up now.
Yeah, I mean, the clock is not your friend right now for Denver.
This is a carbon copy of what we saw in the Charleston Albuquerque game on Friday night. The way that this is ending here. Struthers throws, that's picked. Nashville are going to get the win. Struthers couldn't get it done. And it's a turnover there from King Bradshaw that will seal this one a game. Game, set, bingo. The Nashville tempo that were tested there late in the second half. But they're going to come up traps tonight and will take home a tense win over the Denver Nightwings.
Oh, what a heartbreaking ending in this game. Denver, all the momentum they had, the whole second half of the game, and just came up a little bit short there.
Wow. I mean, this is the difference with this one and Friday night is Nashville, or Denver rather, went for the pass, did something that we were sort of expecting there. Just didn't quite execute it the way that we thought they would, given the way they've tracked in the second half. But what a brave, valiant effort from the Nightwings to try and claw this one back. The second half adjustments from the coaching staff were outstanding, but not quite enough. Their defense was excellent, but it's all short, as Nashville's first half effort is enough to get them home here on the road. They take this one out 27-24 in a wild finish. Rochelle Colston, give us your thoughts of that crazy game.
Well, Denver, put it all on the line. They played with their hearts. They never gave up. They were like 20 points down. Stayed in there. Their defense held to the very, very end, and it's a great play on defense by Nashville at the end of the game.
Unbelievable finish. You see there, Kenny Hendricks, huge performance. Jeff Banfield was huge as well. But it was that third down completion there that made all the difference. And you see there some huge tackling stats there. John Martin officially 21 solo tackles there that popped up for the brief moment there. You see it again. That is going to be plastered all over the headlines this week. But it was not enough for Denver. That 21 points in the fourth didn't get them there. But for Rochelle Colston, Corey Meta and Bismarck Wright with Cameron Irvine and SFL HQ, we say thank you. And make sure you tune in later tonight for more SFL football right here on SFL.